New Mexico Attorney General's Office, Consumer Protection Division, P.O. Box 1508 Santa Fe, New Mexico 87504. Santa Fe County District Attorney's Office 102, Grant Avenue, Santa Fe, New Mexico 87501. New Mexico State Bar Office of Disciplinary Counsel 5121, Masthead Street Northeast, Albuquerque, New Mexico 87109. Subject: formal inquiry regarding potential fraud, false pretenses, perjury, and conflicts of interest in the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. I am writing to request a formal investigation into potential legal and financial irregularities associated with the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt, particularly within the state of New Mexico. The treasure hunt, initiated by the late Forrest Fenn, has been linked to at least 6 fatalities nationwide and raises serious concerns about fraud, misrepresentation, conflicts of interest, and perjury. Recent evidence, including inconsistencies in sworn statements, affidavits, and public actions, suggests possible violations, including financial fraud, false pretenses, perjury, and attorney conflicts of interest. I have reviewed the following documents and information which form the basis of my concerns. Affidavit of Carl H. Summer, November 2022. Affidavit of Jonathan K. Stoof, November 2022. Affidavit of Zoe Fenn Old, November 2022. Declaration of Zoe Fenn Old, July 20th, 2020. Public records and reports regarding the sale of the treasure chest's contents at Heritage Auctions in Dallas, Texas, by Justin Posey and Tesoro Sagrado Holdings, LLC, in December 2022. Text message from Shiloh Old, Forrest Fenn's grandson, to Christy Ogilvie, dated August 7th, 2023. Specific discrepancies and concerns. Several critical inconsistencies and actions warrant immediate attention. First, discrepancy regarding Zoe Fenn Old's inventory of the treasure chest. Zoe Fenn Old's November 2022 affidavit claims she personally conducted an inventory of the treasure chest and its contents after Forrest Fenn's death on September 7th, 2020, to ensure specific items, gold frog necklace, were included for Jack Stoof and to facilitate an exchange for Fenn's turquoise bracelet. This conflicts with her July 20th, 2020 declaration, which states the treasure chest and its contents are not owned by or in the possession or control of the estate, are not in any inventory I prepared as part of the probate or any other proceeding, and were never owned by the estate and at no time have been in my possession or control. This declaration also incorrectly refers to Forrest Fenn as deceased, despite him being alive until September 7, 2020, raising questions about its authenticity and timing. Carl Summers' November 2022 affidavit, which states Forrest Fenn gifted the treasure chest to Jack Stoof on June 11, 2020, relinquishing all possession and control, implying Stoof exclusively possessed the chest thereafter. Jack Stoof's public statements, e.g. your medium, and affidavit, which indicate he placed the treasure chest in a vault in Santa Fe after finding it, suggesting it was secured in his possession, not the estate's. How could Zoe inventory a chest not in her possession and supposedly secured in Stoof's vault? This discrepancy suggests potential falsification, misrepresentation, or a coordinated effort to fabricate the narrative of the chest's discovery, gift, or sale. Second estate's control over the sale and provenance of the treasure chest. In December 2022, the contents of the treasure chest, 476 items, excluding the chest itself, dragon bracelet, and a few other items retained by Tesoro Sagrado Holdings, LLC, were sold at Heritage Auctions in Dallas, Texas, generating $1.3 million. Jack Stoof sold the chest and its contents to Tesoro Sagrado Holdings, LLC, on September 19, 2022, which is now associated with Justin Posey. Reports indicate the Fenn estate conditioned the treasure's provenance on its sale exclusively to Justin Posey, despite higher bids from other potential buyers during the auction. This exertion of control over the sale directly conflicts with Carl Summers' affidavit, which states that on June 11, 2020, Forrest Fenn relinquished all possession and control of the treasure chest to Jack Stoof. If the estate no longer had control, how could it dictate the sale or provenance, suggesting a misrepresentation of ownership or influence? 3. Shiloh Old's text message and claims over the solution. On August 7th, 2023, Shiloh Old, Forrest Fenn's grandson, sent a text message to Christy Ogilvy, K-Pro, stating, 1. We are not actively trying to sell the solution. If somebody with a valid, interesting, and honest project or use for it approaches us looking to use it, then we could consider sharing for a cost. However, we're not out looking, and it's very low on the priority list. 2. For various reasons, we aren't even sure that we would want to share it. This is a very complicated thing for my family and for me personally. 3. We've never put an exact dollar amount on the solution. While I respect Justin and don't believe he's lying or trying to mislead anybody on purpose, he is wrong. I believe he's either getting wrong information from somebody or he's misinterpreted the information he's been given. No fault to him, most likely, but he's wrong. These statements raise significant concerns. Why would Shiloh Old, as a member of the Fenn family, claim ownership or control over the solution, presumably the location or method of finding the treasure, which should belong to Jack Stoof, the finder, according to the affidavits? This suggests the estate or family may retain undisclosed influence or claim over the treasure's location, contradicting the narrative of Stoof's exclusive find and Fenn's relinquishment of control. Additional concerns. This inquiry aligns with broader issues I've raised about the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt, including potential financial fraud and false pretenses, as the treasure's discovery by Stoof may have been staged to protect the Fenn estate from liability. Conflicts of interest by Carl Sommer, who represented multiple parties: Fenn, the estate, Stoof, Shiloh Old, and Justin Posey, without apparent disclosure or consent, potentially violating New Mexico Rules of Professional Conduct, Rule 16-107. The following is a quote from Christy Ogilvy on Calazar's show about Carl Sommer's conflict of interest. Carl Sommer represented the joint defense agreement between Forrest and Jack Stoof. He represented Forrest when Forrest died. He represented Zoe Old, Forrest's daughter, and he has represented and sent cease and desists on behalf of Shiloh Old, Forrest's grandson, and he represented Justin Posey, the buyer of the Fenn treasure, one of 5 members of Tesoro Sagrado Holdings, LLC, until he didn't. Misrepresentations about charitable contributions from the thrill of the chase and the controlled sale of the treasure, suggesting manipulation for financial gain. Perjury or falsification of legal documents, particularly regarding Zoe Fenn Old's conflicting statements about possession and inventory of the treasure chest. Request for investigation. I respectfully urge your offices to investigate these discrepancies and related issues for potential violations, including perjury or falsification of legal documents by Zoe Fenn Old, Carl Sommer, or others involved. Financial fraud, false pretenses, or detrimental reliance related to the treasure's discovery, gift, sale, and provenance restrictions. Conflicts of interest and ethical breaches by Carl Sommer under New Mexico law. Consumer fraud concerning misrepresented charitable contributions or the treasure's legitimacy. Thank you for your attention to this serious matter. Sincerely, treasure hunting community.